Okay. So. You got drops. So drops are actually eligible for it now. So do grab those. Anyway, let me just make sure that everything is all set in stone. I do. Don't need that. Sure. Let's do it. I totally was not torturing myself. I live listening to Guizhon the lullaby. What? No. Hang on. Dismiss that message. Anyway. Hello, and welcome to Genshin Impact. It's a pro. We're gonna take a little break from the story, as I cannot do the story currently due to this. Character involved is currently busy somewhere, so I gotta complete this. So in a sense, we're gonna do Neuvellete's character story, and to be honest, it's Neuvellete. Need I say more? So. I am locked on. Ah yes, keyboard decides to act up in middle of stream. We love that as well. It's not a stream without a keyboard acting up, right? Right, pro? I just said my keyboard's acting up. Yeah, keyboard is being dumb right now. Just unplug all that.
This scenery is wonderful.
Yeah. Familiar threat.
Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
We can move in. But yes, bro, why did you want to join my world? Why do you want to join my world? Are you gonna try to make me do wishes again? No. Yes. Oh, you. You're trying to steal my. Fine. You can steal the lake lights. Just try to steal my flowers. Okay.
Guards at all times.
Ah, that lag. Bro, I like the lag. Yeah, I need to collect the lights. The thing is, was it who allows you to see the Fontaine's specialty? Like, who actually has that ability? Is it you? No. It's you? Nope. What do we know about that? Or is it Farina? Nope. Charlotte? No, that's Charlotte's specialty, the first person shutter. Little Ninny, would you have it? Yep, it's Linny. Linny has it. Of course Linny would have it. Go, new area. Go unlock the new area. How dare you, sir? Fine. Over here. Ah, yes. Yes, it is Linny.
Into the wind.
Let's be honest, though. The battle music in Fontaine is nuts. It's beautiful. I probably say that for each and every region, but like, let's be honest. Am I wrong? You heard one for the whale. I have not heard the one for the whale.
Time to go.
Let me just grab that real quick. Fine, go up. I'm gonna take you with me to go up then. You, Corpus, get over here. I don't actually. What am I talking about? I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about the water, but I have to worry about it. That's weird. So I just realized something. You don't have to worry about water in the Fontaine region. But anywhere else, you have to worry about the water. I just realized that. Because, like, look at my door. Where are you? You're just running. You're just running to me.
One with nature.
But unless I have like a Farina, you don't have. Come on. You only get two at most, I think. Got two. That is. I gotta return to co-op mode. Return from co-op mode. There we go. So the final area, I'm guessing, is going to be like right here. Actually, no, wait, it's not going to be the final area because it's right there. What am I talking about? No, I'm just dumb. I can just teleport. How did I not unlock that area? Oh no, because it's probably, like I said, I'm dumb. twice. The one ability that I do appreciate when it comes to Sayu is her ability to not let the core flies run away when you're capturing them. It's very useful, and I love it. All right, the entirety of Fontaine's map up to its current point is now unlocked. I cannot be if I forgot to unlock that. So that means this area, I hope one day gets unlocked. But the thing is that like Celestia is right here, currently, like right there, in the middle of that black void. And there's a theory is that that's where the runes of Conria is. Saying or the tree's mechanism analysis cardinal just sounds good to say. It does. I cannot believe I also said that on one try. Or trees mechanical. I never got my phone bundling on it. Or trees mechanical, then I'll also cut it out. I'll collect those later. Right now, you have to go loot goblin and steal my flowers. Everything for Farina. Oh my god. Oh, so that's how you open that one. Hold on a second. Interact up.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Let me turn off all these. And all these. I am right there. Next to a funny looking rock. Ah, yes. Every time I look at the Fontaine's map, it never disappoints me.
Into the wind. One with nature.
How do I get... Actually, maybe combine it with the jungle. Flag.
Stabilize.
The wind knows me.
This one is right on the tree. Welcome to the 4-part dinner. I'm back from vacation. Now get that luck, my son. Hurry up, you're wasting my time. I love this. I love how this man does it. How many flowers like you will need? Like just about 100, right? How many do you need currently? I'm afraid to ask now.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
That sounds like a lot. You have 6, so you need... And you need Lenny in order to even find them. Interactive map clutch stuff. It does. It does. Let's be. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Good with war. It is with water. Okay, so that's the case. If it's with water. That Serena's gonna die. Ah, yes.
Gotcha.
Solidify. Yeah. Order guide you.
Busted.
Gather.
Ay, ay, ay. I just want to do puzzles.
Take it easy.
Stabilize.
Quietly now.
I just want to do puzzles.
Game's up.
Solidify.
We are both using hyper.
Quietly now.
This is order. Gather.
Here comes the catch. Busted. Game's up. Game's over. Busted.
I will have order.
Strike a pose.
guide you.
Oh, he's still alive.
Solidified.
Things are about to get dicey.
Are we not killing them?
Let the world come on.
Oh my god. They're just spawning. What did I bring upon myself?
Take it easy. Game's up. Fight's over.
This is order.
That lag. We love that.
Busted.
Alright. Tapping out real quick. Just tapping out real quick. It's like we're just like swapping in like a team. Seriously, I can't. Come on.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Shower me with praise. Let my name.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Beg for mercy.
Stay cool.
More speed. Shut up. Time to shine.
How are they still coming back?
One with nature.
Blood of frost. Beg for mercy.
One with wind and clouds.
Crush.
Just die!
Wind strike.
Is it done? That's disgusting.
Says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering.
I think they're dead. I think. I think as well. I can't tell. Jesus, why were they just spawning? What was that? We'll have tea now. Go have tea. Go have tea. What was that?
The show begins.
Actually, I never got a really good chance at looking at it. Like for instance, two outfits side by side.
Ah,
Yeah, you can actually.
may I present?
Yeah, you can actually see it.
Shower me with praise.
I'm upset that you have her sword and you only got her at like a 10 within a 10 pull. Oh, you did the trick and it worked.
The show begins.
Yeah, you go for the opposite one, right? I don't have any custom feet to it, so. And you doubted me. You doubted me. Alright, go get your flowers.
Time to go.
Mario's exploring. What is this?
Strike a pose.
Oh, you put water on it. Okay. Oh. No, I saw it in there. I need to find our boss mats. I haven't even unlocked our boss mats. Or if I did, I am not able to. I don't have her fully built yet. How many flowers do you have, like, currently? What do you say? And how many do you need to level her up? One more to get to 80. Okay. I'm trying to go to where you are. Because you're right here. Oh, there you are. You blended in too well with the blue background, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, and there's a tower. Alright, so now if whenever we want to farm Farina's boss mat, I'm guessing we're doing it now. Okay, let me get something out. Because let's be honest, we're gonna need her. You have the cry. Wait, hang on. We need
There are
healing.
leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish.
Grow, grow, grow. Share my knowledge.
Stabilize.
Can't handle your dreams. Ha! This way for your living. Ha! Yeah. Grow, grow, grow. Ha! Time to go. Yeah. Yeah. Ha! This way for your living. Let's go, let's go. Ha! See? Yeah. Make yourself at home. Yeah. Commit to memory.
Okay, so these are the newest ones. Okay. Oh, and you actually get like proper Hydra stuff. Okay.
Look at you, booze hound.
You're not gonna heal? Okay. Yes, I did. I'm not gonna deny that.
I'm a rock.
And then I'll heal you. See, you know for a fact that whenever I play support, I'm a damn good support. You know that for a
Osmanthus
fact.
wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
It's like just run. Just immediately runs. Not here. Alright, I'll say like while we wait, just get the remaining of your flowers. Get to like 75 if you can. And while we wait for it to spawn them, or if I don't have any more flowers, while we wait for it to spawn, might as well just go get the I might just do my story for Neuvellete. Because I think I would have more.
Ha, I'm here.
That's a cat. Cat climbing a wall. Damn it. Okay. It's the first island. Yeah. Can you see Celestia here? Wait, can you see Celestia?
Lizard tail, pepper, star conch. What else do I need to create the most dreadfully disgusting cocktail?
Yeah, Celestia moved. Oh no, there it is. There it is. There it is. I see it. No, it did. It definitely did move a little bit more. Like, yeah. is as the theory suggests. It's like it's right around here. It's, oh yeah, right. As I was mentioning, with the new location of Celestia, it's actually a theory that Celestia is just above the ruins of Conria. I think I mentioned just briefly for a little bit, and
I wasn't waiting for
it's very
you.
interesting.
I just happened to be resting.
It's very interesting where Celestia is, because if Celestia is here and it's moving here into like a very center focus area, then would the ruins be ruins of Conrad be here? Because if that's where Celestia is, we saw the door somewhere around here, give or take. So that's where the door is, and Celestia is here. Huh. It's very interesting, actually. You went back. Thanks, Rock. I have 63. Is that all the flowers?
This is order.
Committed to memory.
Stabilize.
This may hurt a little. Sharing my knowledge. Committed to memory. Gonna rock. Yeah.
Order.
I'm gonna get that. You are definitely trying to stay away from it.
Try to rush your enemy.
Committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom. I'm a rock. Look at you, Boomtail.
Got him. I never miss my mark. I'm actually kidding. Thinking right now, like, yeah, you are. You're by the alchemy bench. I know it. You said you had about 63 flowers.
Time itself.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
So, 63, 5, 6, 8, 9, 7, 8, 1, 2. You need like 13 more. That's about it.
Time itself is a silent song.
Do I not have the remaining 13 in my world, or do you gotta go back to your world?
If you'd like to see
Let's work
Liyue's
through it
tourist
together.
spots,
Two heads
I
are
have
better
a
than
few
one.
references.
Or is Serena like up to level 80 now?
Time itself is a silent song.
They go to Kitty Rose some. Go do that.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
She even online? Yeah, she is.
Can we play Banker next time?
Alright. So with that, we can actually return to what we were doing. And that would be this one. A little dilly dally, but it's fine.
Time to go.
They respawn. The hats for furry mats are all gone. Oof. Your furry mats are all gone? That's fine. I'm gonna change my signature as well. Nah, that's my nickname. There we go. Am I wrong?
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Neuvellete, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
No, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards. Neuvellete! Sabine! Hey there! What are you two talking about? Ugh, Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own. Now, this is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective?
Because it can. You gonna say no to Neuvellete? No one says no to Neuvellete. Fuck. There we go. How many quests are there? Not that many, actually. I'm planning to break into a new industry. I can introduce you to some amazing
I
detectives.
trust that you'd be able to work that out with how well connected you are, but I must apologize. I do not plan on relying on anyone else's help for this matter.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this.
Stop me from
Check
not
the
doing it.
schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today.
Indeed.
So, if you insist. I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding. I will leave a note explaining my absence on my desk. I would appreciate it if you could take it to Lady Farina. She may have no interest in official affairs, but standard procedure dictates that I'm still responsible for reporting to her.
Yes, understood. I'll come back later and deliver the note to her.
Oh, no. Threatens a Milazine from Neuvellete
Judging
Watch.
from Sadine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally.
Oh, no
What's
no
so special
threatens a
about this
Milazine
case?
from Neuvellete's Watch. No one threatens
Can't tell you just
Neuvellete.
yet, but it
I
reminded
can't
me of
speak.
certain past events.
No one threatens a Milazine.
There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Conflicts of interest. Care to explain in details?
Come on, stop being so secretive. We still have no idea what's going on.
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Iudex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms.
Wait, he's 400 years
There
old.
were few people I could trust.
No wonder he throws
And
hands
I
in
had two
Farina's.
subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them.
The question is, how was Szechuan born?
The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines.
You're concerned that you're the proprietor's real target. Seems like you're really using Melusines against him.
All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me.
The man
I have
feels like he was
nothing
about to,
against
he was
the
just gritting his
opinions of others,
teeth, like saying, "How
but
dare
the
you
moment
use a
the
Melusine to exploit
whirlpool
me?"
of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating?
So racism is what I'm hearing. Indeed.
There's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department.
But this is
The
Genshin.
political system of Fontaine is relatively complex.
We know that's already
and
embedded
involves
in
the
that story.
interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically
Because they
an
have history
outsider in
hating with
Fontaine,
Visharps.
a lot of trouble could be
back in
avoided if I
Inazuma.
personally took on the case.
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity,
Yeah.
and have even met others of my kind in other nations.
The Hydra Dragon of
Even
Sovereign.
though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider, a fish out of water.
If you put it that way, we're all outsiders of Fontaine.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
I will write my note of absence right away. Let us depart together once I'm done. Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
Kiara, not Karara. Okay.
So Neuvellete feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has a kind of skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with
Wait,
him first.
the Nekomata is in Fontaine? No, it's Kiara, not Karara.
Paimon's been thinking. You called yourself a
Look at this.
fish out
Look
of
at the.
water, right?
It can't be the same character. It cannot be the same character. Yeah, Karara. It would just take out the R. It was someone else.
But since you're the Hydro Dragon,
Imagine.
would a dragon
It's
out
still
of
the
water suit you
same.
better?
With one R missing.
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions. Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Imagine if Mona is in Fontaine.
That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
I kind of want to see that one day, like Mona being in Fontaine, because isn't her astrology teacher like here in Fontaine? I mean, actually, got a good thing.
Leave it to me.
Who's our target this time?
There you go. But yeah, no, I just realized that it's like three things that I realized. One, besides the Celestia, but the other thing is, why is the swimming very different in Fontaine compared to other regions? Like, we just basically unlocked like how to swim because of Fontaine. Why is that not translated? Why do I keep having the wrong bow?
The weather's amazing today.
Oh.
Kiara,
Monsieur Neuvellete! And you are?
Traveler.
Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon.
Protect Emelusine at all costs. Protect.
Aw, she's adorable. Hey there, it's nice to meet you.
With Neuvellete wandering around, I'm pretty sure like
Is there anything I can do for you?
no harm will come to the Melusines.
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter. Oh, right. I remember now. The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek. But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But
Protect
that's not gonna
this
happen with anyone
Melusine
looking after me, right?
at all
Have
costs.
you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Someone who follows you from behind, someone who always strikes up a conversation with you.
Ah! Did you think of something? I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the
That was a
content
camera.
itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
Are they concealing their identity on
We
purpose?
can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mammonia to review some official documents.
The only person
Kiara,
I can think of
You should
camera
come with us. It's
is
safer if
Charlotte.
you stay close by.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it. Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Big sis Paimon.
Don't worry, your Big Sis Paimon is super strong.
All right, let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around. So, Kiara, how old are you? Let me think. 1,
Paimon is guess emergency food.
2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvellete. That must have been a long time ago. Carol? Did Neuvellete mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you? My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis. Huh. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that? Strange. Paimon felt like someone was following us. Olaf!
It's Charlotte. She's the only one with the camera. It
you're
has to be
here.
Charlotte.
Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here?
We're on a secret mission.
All right. Guess I shouldn't have asked.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all. That was quick. What were you inspecting? I took a look around the shop. Neuvellete says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't.
Wait, how
Things
did...
like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you looking at?
I think someone's over there.
Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look. strange. Why isn't he back yet? Gotcha! Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to... Threat letter? What threat letter?
What are you...
This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvellete and request an interview with him. You want to interview him? That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think?
Charlotte is the
Of course,
best.
I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article
Wait,
without the consent
I'm waiting.
of all parties involved.
It's better if we keep this a secret. I don't think he agreed.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge. I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about?
Where are the
I swear I
exclusives she
won't tell.
promised since... Oh yeah.
Then.
Where is the exclusive? Maybe they're gonna do like a hangout with her, and that's when they're gonna do the exclusive.
Shh, not so loud. It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her. I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually. Why? People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvelete's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves melazines, so... Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, all right? Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
Charlotte's here.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Clorinde.
What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvellete was investigating a case with you. Technically
Yes.
speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happened to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case,
When is
so
Clorinde
we
gonna get
always
a...
have a lot to
I
talk about.
don't know.
Ah, Neuvellete sure is lucky to have someone like you.
There's rumors that she might get in
Listen to me.
4.6.
You should go meet
Or
up with
4.5.
Neuvellete.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on,
Let's see.
go find Neuvellete.
So people are thinking that she might get in 4.4, and Navi is in 4.3. I want both. But it's, as I mentioned, people are thinking that Navi is gonna get into in standard. So I don't know. I need to figure out like what that is about. If she's gonna be in standard or not. Because I definitely want Clorinde. Because I seen some of Navia's like stuff regarding like her weapon and everything. She doesn't wield a claymore, and I love it. She wields an axe. And I want it. An axe. Like, it still classifies as a claymore weapon, but it's an axe. So I think she might be the one character that'll be getting both the weapon and the weapon and the character at the same time. Because that's an axe. And maybe for Cloran, because I think I saw her weapon is theorized to be like that of Bro, you doubt me? Nah. She's good cannons. She has weapons. She's got weapons. She does, and she's got an axe. So the thing is, for Clorand is from what I've been told, and no leaks or anything, just rumors. Like I mentioned, all of the stuff that I'm saying is just rumors. We're just theorizing, no leaks at all. We're just theorizing. But from the theories that have been suggested, that were given to me, I think Clorand might have a where is it? Because we were literally just talking a lot about like this with my friend of mine. Okay, so people are thinking 4.7, 4.4 for Clorand, and 4.7 maybe between one of those two. Szechuan is definitely theorized to be a Hydra bow user. A gun. And she has a gun. That's her bow. And as for Clorand, she has a... No. Never mind. It was not Clorand. This was wise for the domain expansion. TKO indeed. But there's the rumored the theorized Chivalrous kit. And that one is she is a polearm user, but her she has a custom made lance, which is said to be that of a gun lance. Yes, you heard me correctly. A gun lance from Monster Hunter, just without the shield. Yes. Finally. There's technically two guns in Genshin.
No. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all the
How did you not do the Pokemon event?
reading even for Paimon.
I
Don't
did the
worry.
Pokemon event.
I'm
How
a
did you not
fast
do that
reader
yet?
when it comes to
It took me
official
like about like a
documents.
day, less
After
than a
all,
day.
I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else
It's
to do.
fun. Do it.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
I'm not sure if you can get 5 hours of it done, but I wish you good luck. And I was doing the Jing companion mission. Yeah, I didn't do that. And I have it in the final one, but... Oh, wait. Oh, you have it at the final mission? Just do the mission already. Don't do what I did with this. Plus, there's the one with the universal shine. Oh yeah, that one. I think the one with the double artifacts event ended. Yeah, go ahead.
Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there's so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Jesus Christ, man!
Whoa, that's
I have to do it on
a
PC.
lot.
I thought I can do it on mobile.
Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right, let us take a break then.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All this silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Memonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Neuvellete likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines. He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like D-Luke. What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
Hmm.
So it's just plain old water?
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Huh?
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa village, and Inazuma's Konda village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Is there any difference?
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda village placid. Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
That could be the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society? Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Is there any questions who can answer those for you?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Tevat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
I see.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? busy already.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean...
The fountain of Lucine?
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Huh. Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look!
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Monsieur Neuvellete?
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next? Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Should I drink more primordial
Perhaps
water?
leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
Alright.
A safe distance? Neuvellete, what exactly are you... Whoa, it's glowing!
I'm kind of happy that I have Neuvellete. As the fountain scene lights up, a wave of dizziness washes over you. What just happened? Everything's different from how they normally. I should continue forward and take a look around. Why do they not have the voice actor of Ether just do the voice lines?
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvellete. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village, but I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
You're about to make...
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Neuvellete is about to square up to the next person that throws a stone at a Milazine.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello, I'm Carol, a Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvellete allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him.
Yeah, no, the previous
We joined
Hydron
the
was right.
Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvellete in cahoots with you? You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Maréchaussée Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillete's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvellete said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Well, Tran is actually kind of nice. He has a stone cold face, and I get that. But it's like, god damn, the man's nice. The man's probably the most kindest person ever. Wait, this was 20 to... This was 400... This was probably 400 years ago. Huh. I just felt my heart sank a little bit.
Monsieur Neuvellete, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvellete, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere, unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvellete will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Jesus Christ.
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvellete, too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvellete confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carol chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carol might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvellete right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
Oh no, I'm fighting.
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young.
Wait, she dead? Oh no, I'm fighting. I'm fighting too.
She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people.
See, you... I feel like you and Weiss-Worthy will be throwing hands.
From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvellete. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvellete wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Yo, Captain Voucher is about to beat you to it! What do you mean? Exactly what I mean.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... we should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillete's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillete's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillete's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillete will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Yeah, that's right! This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvellete.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent!
He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision. Which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What? That can't be! Monsieur Neuvellete, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvellete, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvellete!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvellete.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
He was not wrong. He's not wrong, yeah. So the thing is, Vautrin is not wrong as well, but Neuvellete is also not wrong as well. They are both correct. The thing is, I have to. I'm gonna probably give Neuvellete this one because you are a member of the police. You have to restrain yourself, and know that you're not the executioner. You uphold the law. You do not, and you must enforce the law. That means that you are not the law itself. You're not the judge and jury and execution. You're in a sense like the gateway toward the law, or the law. Like you're in a sense like not the gateway. The like I would say like the knights of our law in a sense. But it's just like Vautrin is also not wrong either, because even I would do the same exact thing if someone I care for was fucking killed. Oh.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Because, oh my god, this one actually makes you ask the moral questions. Vautrin is correct, and in his own way, as well as Neuvellete. That's why I'm giving it to Neuvellete more, because you have to uphold the law, and you must know your restraints within it. You cannot let your emotions make you execute and perform inexcusable actions in the name, quote unquote, the law. Just to seek revenge, okay. You know, I'll give you that. Because if I had to, and if someone I cared about was Carol, and that happened, mate, I'm gonna summon the 2 moons from Naruto. I'm gonna go Madara and drop 2 moons on someone's ass as my repentance for revenge. I'm going to unlock the not the Mechagon. The Mechagon. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it to Mecha. Evangelion. Yes. No, what was the eyes called? The Sharingan and a Mechagon? Something like that? Need the names. I'll use Infinite Void for them to be brain dead. Yes. I will use the what should we call it? The Fumetsu Bakagoga shower gun. Just to like deliver hell onto them. That'll be me. Hell, just toss in the Millennium Puzzle onto me as well, and I'll just mind crush them while I'm doing that as well. While I'm dropping the Tomb Moons. Hell, give me the 10 Tails. Give me a Zombot Toe. While I have the Infinity Gauntlet and all 7 Dragon Balls, and I'm just gonna punch the shit out of them. If they ever did that to someone. If I had all that power, oh my god.
It seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I am fine.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought. Anyways, the last time
So that was 400 years ago.
I heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
Something just knocked over. That was Hestia. Hestia got knocked over. Yeah, I was like fiddling with my headphones wires because it's just like the audio is weird.
Which ones?
From when you brought Carol to the Court of Fontaine.
It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. But that does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form.
Huh.
You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the
Huh?
Ah, fuck.
What are you doing here? I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you. You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mormonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neuvellete, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
So, what happened to Carol was 400 years ago.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
It took 400 years for humanity to realize we gotta protect these things. Oh, they're doing it! They're doing the thing that we said that we're gonna do!
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
The Melusines.
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
With this treasure I summon.
Right. Let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Neuvellete's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvellete wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
The thing is...
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
So the thing is, after everything that has been said, and all that, it took about 400 years for this to happen. Like, Neuvellete has witnessed the beginning of all of this, and has seen the gradual increase and bond between humans and Melusines. And now the thing is happening again, And it's like all of humanity is now trying to protect the Melazines. So it's like, I wonder what Neuvellete's thinking at this point. I'm probably gonna figure out what he's thinking, but like, goddamn. 420 years. It took 425 years for this to happen. Huh. That is...
Shh, look. Isn't that Neuvellete? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So, wanna go over
Someone
and
called
say
Wiser
hi?
to find them.
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
Just 400 years. I would think like 20 years. You know, 10 years. No, it took 400 years. Jesus Christ. There it is.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
I just saw a sticker on that. I just saw a Sichuan sticker on that. Sichuan. I just saw a Melazine sticker on that.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders, but who did not participate in the case, will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good
very
behavior.
faint, like right
All
there.
other personnel remain on our watch
And
list.
there. And there.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter
Why
to
such
Kiara?
a goat for that?
Yes, there is
Yes,
something suspicious about Essin, to be
Yeah, it's like
precise.
right there. This is how you can tell that this is how they reuse the same assets. Is because basically the stickers on the same exact thing on all five of them, but it's like it's right there, it's right there.
It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Monsieur Neuvellete, someone claiming to be from the Spina Durasula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe." Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
And you just like get a good angle at this. Like... Is it? Do you see the stickers now? Yeah, the stickers are right there. Actually, let me get like being better to look. Can I like zoom in somehow? Right, the zoom function. The event hasn't.
Nearer to the action is close.
Yep, sorry, Charlotte. I just need your camera for something. I actually want to try this out.
Entities to choose from.
Nope. This work.
Hold that pose!
Yeah. See it? There. Yeah, there's like stickers on all of them. Yeah, see.
The hunt begins!
Let me just go here real quick. Oh yeah, we're almost done, basically, by the end. Almost there, I just gotta drop something off. Oh, over here. Let's see, if you don't have any guild-related issues, you can come and ask me. Service or your answer to questions. Smooth travels. That's interesting. I did not know that was a quest. I did not know that was a quest. Alright, I forgot to do that, so. Why did it look like he just committed like a serious crime?
Whoa. Check out all these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Something feels off.
They did it.
Oh well, let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essan here?
Yes, that's me.
You're Essan?
Yes, monsieur, Neuvellete.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
I did, but I was just following orders.
Navia looks like she's about to break someone's ankles. And that's just her beginning.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico? Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
Alright then, let's head to the fortress right now!
You do know who's at the fortress, right? Fucking Christ. Can I suspend that? Do I have to do it? I was getting into this. View details. Of course. I can't. I really wish Genshin had a way to like just, you know, turn some quests off and then others on. That actually makes me upset. Alright. Genshin, please get this shit sorted out, please. Okay, so I actually have to do this one, which is... Okay. You guys are doing story! Let's update the title to do story as well.
Looks like the situation has changed again.
I like it how they even said that 4.2 that like when you unlock the quest you can have it active. I really wish that they implemented that for, you know, a story quest, that all you have to do is go into the journal, say, hey, you know what? Let's activate that quest. Or, you know what? Let's deactivate that quest so I can continue the other quests unebriated or unbothered. You know, just a penny for thought, which is a good idea.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today. Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvellete did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in. Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
It sounds like I'm redoing this whole thing all over again, but I'm not. This is actually this is legitimately the Archon class, which starts the same exact thing.
All right.
As his quest.
I should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Is he okay?
He's not from Fontaine, so he won't dissolve.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
There's something we'd like to ask him.
Yes? What is it?
What was the tremor I felt earlier?
Right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet.
You gotta finish the story quest.
Disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Sounds like a plan.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Alright. Let's see, is he fucking free yet? Continuing my quest may cause parts of the quest to become occupied. This cannot be. Hey, man. Yeah, we can go. Alright, let's finish this so I stop breaking the game. It's like, I'm busy with other things. You gotta finish that character quest that we're doing. Get back to it. Then I'll stop being busy.
It's Monsieur Neuvellete.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meripede, dear esteemed guests.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself! Guess we made a name for ourselves at this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he?
Yep.
To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Oh, did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened? Siegeween!
Melzy name, Kiara received a threatening letter.
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here. Really? Is Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarand is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Wriothesley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you. That's your only demand, correct?
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concerns. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvellete would reject that. But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you.
Probably with a
Make
few
yourselves
broken
at home.
bones.
Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Please come with me to the infirmary. Ah, and watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over.
There we go. So he's gonna bring Dominique with probably a few broken bones. Let's be honest.
Take it easy. Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Huh?
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. Typical Sejuin. Concerned about everyone's health as always.
She's about to get concerned for Dominique's real
Why
soon.
aren't you saying anything?
The criminals we just passed
You
earlier.
noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
You're not exactly a sight for sore eyes around here.
That's
I'll go.
not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you.
Anything you need?
The badge you're wearing.
This? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago. We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress, but people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer. Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
You two look kind of familiar. It's the symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a metal
I knew it.
case. I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though. The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvellete.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
Mm-hmm. The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh. So the network was inspired by...
Vautrin's Medal of Peace.
Monsieur Neuvellete, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Just double checking something.
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman, Domenico. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvellete? What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Yes.
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
No.
I can do that.
Okay.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was
He
put on
found him
trial.
and he has over
But I
50
refused to
broken
accept
bones.
any of that.
Yeah, he's barely
They'd
standing
want
right
me
now.
rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melazines? Over that?
Ignorance is not an excuse, by the way. You're hopeless.
My initial target was Neuvellete. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against them, right? If I could get them to strike back. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melazines to salvage things. I recall that Kiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Kiara and force it to resign from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
You're about to get more broken bones.
So, Monsieur Neuvellete,
I like how Topaz
concerned that there
says,
might be a shadowy faction
let's see
looking to
if
capitalize on the
skill or
delicate
pure luck
situation with
got
the
you to this
Melazines
point.
stir
In
up
my
greater
head,
chaos?
Domain expansion,
Yes.
restless
I experienced
gamble.
a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melazines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melazines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melazines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvellete, the Melazines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you. When people refused to place their trust in Melazines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you and even consider you a symbol of the law. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Look. My desk is a mess. Tragedies like that won't happen again.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
Huh? You're leaving?
And that way I can just have more.
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
You know.
Thank you for the offer, but
Manage the area
I
you're
know how
given.
this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me.
But let's be honest, this
The
is me.
less time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Please, go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
Ah, I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memoria's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to.
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
Chat.
I see no issues with that.
Great.
I hope it's just a
Let's
chat.
get out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the mutual aid network. Is that right?
Yep. Neuvellete thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin, who once stood trial and was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
Doesn't he hate Neuvellete?
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
An act?
Neuvellete and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment. Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice. And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one. That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is.
We gotta find his grave.
Let us head back. No need to see us off.
Please, take care.
We definitely have to find his grave.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too, What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I really think is, every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
As a Hydro Dragon Sovereign, he spoke! He spoke indeed! As the Hydro Dragon Sovereign, Neuvellete still thinks of himself as an outsider due to his identity. The Traveler speaks! But so much time has passed since then, perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred. Clipping it, indeed, clip it, clip it. Yes, clip the Traveler speaks more, because these are rare moments compared to my stupidity.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Okay, it's clipped. Nice.
Oh. Huh? It's raining! Oh no! Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
When it rains, it means the Sovereign Dragon is crying. It's okay. No need to cry.
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meropide. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvellete? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvellete! The rainy season's almost over!
Oh, that hurts me.
Here in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Why you show me those two? Why must I be hurt? I saw a smile. I saw a small smile. My heart with this treasure I summon.
Is the matter resolved?
This window.
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusine should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Mermonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger. I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy, so I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvellete, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month. Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Yes! Thank you so much, Monsieur!
She
Now,
broke.
If you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
I think that's gonna be an event. I definitely can see that being an event. What happened? What are you caught in? We gotta go here. Because now Neuvillete's sick. Alright, now we're not busy. Let's go figure what's going on over here now.
Oh no, what happened here?
Charlotte thought the EXE has stopped functioning indeed. Nobody's around. Were they all dissolved? No, let's assume not the worst yet.
Navia should be
What did I
around
do?
here, right? We need to make
I
sure
think
she's still...
it's because it's like a dot thing, function that it did that, I guess. Yeah, let's just not click it. Don't click it. Delete that, I guess. Yeah, how do I figure that out? Just in case. Delete. I need to go into chat settings. I'm trying to figure out like how to go into so it's basically, you did nothing. It's fine.
Aristocratic etiquette is all
Oh, yeah,
just
don't
for
worry, it's
show.
fine.
Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't
let me
take them
just-
that seriously.
Touch points. That's not it.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you.
Where is it?
Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
There we go. I see it. I see it. There we go. Okay. So I had to turn off the mod functions, turn on the mod buttons. so I can actually see the stuff. Took a bit to load. I was like wondering, why is the buttons not showing up? I was like, ah, yes, because it took a second to load in.
Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look! There's someone on the roof over there!
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right. Just hurry.
Let me see this work.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way.
There
You
we
can
go.
hold my hand
Charlotte
if it makes you feel better.
.exe. It avoids the weird button looking thing.
It's Navia! She's over there! Hey, Navia! Are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
So I'm guessing some people got turned to the
He's wounded?
dissolved.
How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, The water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Well, we're still missing some people, aren't we?
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Where are Malice and Silver? Oh no.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
No. No!
And out she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Her face is marred by a somber expression throughout.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Can I do it now? Who's involved in this one? Ah, awesome. Let's just finish something extremely wholesome quickly before we you know, jump into depression. Let's finish the wholesome stuff and then jump into depression. Feel like, oh yeah. Nope, wrong way.
Kiara?
Monsieur Neuvellete? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things. By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long time. In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, "Kiara, our dreams have finally come true." I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvellete. Are you happy too? Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time.
All right. And that would be that one. I don't know why this is like that. But sure. Don't tell me you're pulling for a weapon. I'm thinking about it, but I'm like, nah.
Knights and aristocrats share
No.
the same cultural heritage.
No. No.
But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous
I was thinking about it.
detail.
But I held off. We gotta do these two, so we'll do this after we do story. Alright, time for depression.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
There's no need to push yourself so hard.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver, they won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time, and they were caught in the seawater.
They got dissolved.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long, and I know they weren't afraid.
The two Chads of Fontaine.
I could at least hold a funeral for my father, and I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
Ah, how could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
The man wanted to be buried next to him.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
No one sacrifices his strength or anything.
Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person, and they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia.
Nice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate.
I can see the two reasons that people want to pull
I've
Navia.
never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So time for a jolly cooperation has come.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents.
I'm right now thinking this little thing right here is her delusion. As we saw, her vision is on her back. It'll be kind of poetic if her delusion was at the front. So in a sense, it's like one's at the back, one's at the front. It's I don't know, it seems poetic a little bit. So if hers pyro, I wonder what her delusion would be then.
Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most
Imagine
is you,
delusion is cryo. That'd be fun.
which is why I want
That
to
would be
give
funny.
you this task.
Can you trust an outsider like me? Are you sure this will be okay?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Please don't tell me this
We
is...
can handle that.
Please.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
Please do not tell me that this is the fandom's leeway for people to call her, for people to call the knave, father, or the other two I'm not gonna mention.
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes, but I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Navia's strong, but she needs company right now. We can be that company if she goes to explore the ruins with
Since
us.
you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
We'll go to the ruins together.
All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Alright. And there's the ever-watchful Celestia.
More speed.
Where's it? Okay.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Huh. What time is it right now? One? Alright. We have been streaming for 3 hours, and it's almost 3.5 hours. I should get some rest. There. We'll continue the rest of the story later. And because that Neuvellete quest actually took a little bit out of me. Not gonna lie. It did. But little recap of my wish counters. There we are. For my weapon, I literally am like 39 pulls away from my pity. So literally, I could just drop a 10 pull and call it a day if I really wanted to. Actually, let me just upload the history of us. Make sure it's all saved. Because like I really don't know anything about what's gonna happen with Navia. So yeah. Just make sure my Excel sheet is up to date. Yep, it is up to date. It'll do 1 10 pull. Just one. Just one. That is one. That's all we're doing for today. Anyway. With that 10 pull graciously appearing, we're gonna end stream here. Alright, because I do need to get some rest. And did not know I was streaming that late. So yeah, for now, cheers.